Hi, everyone. Welcome to the numbers ending for the month of April, beginning of May. We had some pretty exciting things that happened, a little bit of a shift in the market, even though a lot of people are in freeze mode right now. There is some great opportunity out there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screens and I am going to show you exactly what's going on in the market right now. So, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but what I wanted to do is show you kind of the things that we're seeing in the market, and it's really across the board. Now, there's going to be small variance up and downs in your individual markets. You can take a look through those numbers, but what we're going to do is scroll right down and take a look at all of Simcoe County and all of Ontario, all right? Because we saw almost identical things happen between the province and Simcoe County itself, being that Simcoe County is not by any stretch of an imagination the largest part of the population in Ontario. But what we saw, obviously, we expect this time of year to see a surge in new listings, but we saw a big surge in sales month over month as well. And year over year, it was flat in Simcoe County. This is where we beat the Ontario average that saw a -9 year over year sales decrease. Now, the months of inventory for Simcoe County actually improved. It is still a buyer's market by those statistics. Days on market climbed slightly. 2 days is not a big deal. But what we saw was the month over month price climb for the second time in a row. And that's the first time we've seen that happen in 13 months. As you can see down here on these numbers, that we have two substantial increases, first time in 13 months. Now, we're going to continue to see the year over year prices be negative until we see these prices continue to come up over a period of time. And then we'll actually see these level out. And that's where the market is probably going to go, is it's going to level out in today's in today's market, because people are going to start returning. We have low interest rates, we have lots of inventory, and prices have returned back on trend line. And what I mean by trend line is the line that comes back to the fact that we know that prices in real estate go up at 4% year over year, and the prices have returned back to where trend line should be right now. And as you can see from this chart, the Simcoe County median price here, what we see is that we've returned back to January 2021 prices with the median prices. They were actually down into December 2020 prices previously, but we've seen those 2 months of a little bit of a recovery, and that's expected to continue recovering a little bit over the next several months. So if you're somebody that's looking in the market right now, you are looking at the right time, because it's a great time to buy. And I've always said this to people who are looking to sell: if you're selling and you're going to be buying again, this is a great time to do it as well, because your plus delta doesn't matter. We're not going to return to those COVID prices anytime soon. It's going to be years before we return to those prices. So you have to understand that we are in the new normal of prices on properties. So your plus delta is the same. It goes, you sell low, you buy low, you sell high, you buy high. So right now you're in a low market. You're going to end up selling your house for a little bit less than what it was worth 2 years ago, but you're also going to buy a house for less than what it was worth 2 years ago. The good part is that you have a lot more inventory available to you than what was available 2 years ago. So for buyers and sellers both, jump back into the market. It's a great opportunity, with the interest rates being probably the lowest we're going to see in a while, given that we're going to see some inflation from gas prices, and the Bank of Canada's only argument against that is to increase interest rates. So if you're a first-time home buyer, great opportunity to lock in for your 120-day rate hold right now, so that if you're looking in the next 3 to 4 months, you don't have to worry about rates going up. If you have any questions about your local market, hypermarket, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to give you an update on what's going on in your local real estate market, because education, information is the way to make an educated decision. And I would rather you have all the information you need to make an educated decision and decide not to move forward, than move forward and not make an educated decision. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.